While Pokemon designs that come with remakes are pretty cool, some of the most interesting changes arguably come when the game tackles a direct sequel. Heart Gold and Soul Silver, while being remakes, gave us some cool updates and redesigns, but it also gave us a handful of glow-ups. Technically, the original Gold and Silver did this first, but weirdly enough, there wasn't a lot of full official key art released for these characters. Sure, their original sprites were different, but Heart Gold and Soul Silver let us see what Kanto gym leaders really look like 3 years later. First of all, Brock more or less keeps the same style when it comes to colors. The type of clothing he wears is different though. They're not as rigid as before, and neither is his stance. His belt is completely on, but even the extra part hanging off contributes to this more laid back look. It might be that with age he's eased up and enjoys battles a bit more after having lost to Red. I kind of like the look. Misty does have a different outfit, but it's still basically swimwear. The main difference is that her hair is down rather than up, but I don't have much else I can really say. I do like the look, and aside from being different to show the passage of time, she mostly maintains the same theme as the tomboyish mermaid. The jacket looks cool though, which gives her more to wear when she goes out and isn't swimming. Surprisingly, the first character to show more skin in the time skip is Lieutenant Serge. He's exercising his Second Amendment right to bear arms. This outfit keeps the same basic motif of the tall, intimidating military guy, but spices it up visually. Erika still wears traditional clothing, just the style has changed to be mostly yellow and orange. With the leaf patterns, this makes her a little more identifiable as a grass type trainer, while also bringing in the autumn look. It does kind of feel like a callback to Equatique City, which makes sense as this was from a Johto game and is where we see the kimono girls. Sabrina has one of the most drastic changes. Her original outfit had her fully covered from the neck down. It looks so different from anything the other gym leaders would wear, but it fits with the mysterious psychic trainer look, almost making her come off as a villain, which all works together with her original sprite from the first games holding a whip like the Team Rocket grunts, and the fact that she's a part of Team Rocket in the Pokemon Adventures manga, though it was never confirmed whether or not she was affiliated with Team Rocket in the main series games. But the fact that they've disbanded as of the Johto games, and the fact that Sabrina no longer has any hints of possibly being a part of Team Rocket is very curious. Regardless, new Sabrina feels almost like a different character with how much her clothing changes, really only having some pink in common between both looks. She has some braces on her wrist, which likely have something to do with her powers. These also help to give her the appearance of a psychic gym leader, as she no longer has the mysterious looking suit. I honestly like both looks, but I think future Sabrina is happier and better off. I mean, she even goes on to pursue a career in acting. And now the craziest man to walk the Pokemon Earth, Blaine. Blaine has one of the best base designs in Pokemon. He's a well-dressed scientist with an eccentric tie and face to match. You just know he's unhinged. He runs the second to last gym and insists that every challenger prove themselves by taking a quiz. He's one of those old guys who's simultaneously a genius and insane. So what does he do when a volcano erupts and destroys his gym? He builds a new one in a cave. And not only is he running this sea-bound operation, he's got some new threads. He's ditched the scientist look, now sporting a button-up shirt, vest, hat, and khakis. There's more red in his clothing choices as he is a fire-type gym leader. Also, rather than standing like a crazed quizmaster, he's now more reserved, while still giving a mischievous smile. He also has a cane now, which I assume is just because he's older, but it really goes with the new style. Who would have thought the old fire-type gym leader would have the most drip in all of Kanto? Giovanni technically doesn't appear in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, unless you play through the Celebi event. And there's no full art to show him, but we have seen in some other appearances that he's in hiding, wearing a trench coat and hat to lay low. I really like the idea of this look because we normally don't hear much from the evil team leaders after we defeat them. Knowing that Giovanni was not only in hiding, waiting for his executive to secretly rebuild the organization, but he potentially traveled the world just because is pretty crazy. In Giovanni's place as the final gym leader is Blue. He's of course gotten taller and wears a different outfit, but the most notable change is that he's got more of a genuine smile rather than the smug look that he had before. But I guess now, rather than wearing his blue pants as a way to contrast red, he wears beige pants. That, along with the jacket, almost makes him look like an aviator, which works because the strongest Pokemon on his team is now Pidgeot. Over at the Pokemon League, Koga is now part of the Elite Four. There aren't too many changes aside from his boots now being higher and the red accents on his clothing being swapped for purple because, you know, poison type. His pose is different, but it's still a dramatic ninja pose ready for battle. And then there's Bruno, who just hasn't changed at all. Like, heck, he doesn't even change in any incarnation. Just that he's posed differently, but he's still always on the ground. I guess in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, he's even more confident in his battle prowess, or is even more calm that he's not even directly facing you. but I guess this is what peak performance looks like, unchanged for 25 years. Lance looks pretty similar, just that the patterns on his clothing have moved around a bit. Originally, he gives off the appearance of the stoic final member of the Elite Four, but now that he's the champion, he can be as flashy as he wants to be. He is a Dragon Master after all, and that rounds out all of the characters who received major redesigns from the Kanto games into the Johto games. Some interesting ways that we see these characters change after a few years, mostly in fashion sense, but a lot that really reflected how they've changed since meeting Red. I would love to see more time skip redesigns for characters that we know, because it's like they grow alongside us. Heart Gold and Soul Silver were technically remakes, so there are a handful of redesigns. So if you think I should tackle that next, then let me know. Or if you'd like to see some discussion about the other sequel game in Pokémon. I decided to look at Johto first because every gym leader got some new official art, but that has been some of the biggest glow-ups in Pokémon. Thank you to all my channel members who make videos like this possible, especially Justin R, Mr. Pig Puncher, and Quago. If you want to support and have your name shouted out here, you can become a channel member as well, and get access to some cool emotes for comments and live streams that I'm very proud of. You can also follow me on Twitter for more memes. But anyway, this has been GatorX, and I'll catch you later.
Legends come together in Pokemon trading card game Heart Gold and Soul Silver with amazing dual card Pokemon Legends and Pokemon Prime. Pokemon trading card game Heart Gold and Soul Silver in stores now. Each booster pack of 10 cards sold separately. Cards vary by pack.
Hold it! What's wrong? Hey, I'm the one who's invited. Since I heard you were here, I thought I'd invite you all as my guests.